Hey y'all, it's just gonna be a doggone beautiful day here in the city of Atlanta. It's a little chill in the air. It's so beautiful. I'm at the shop today. Look how pretty it is out today. A little bit of traffic going on out here. Uh, Boulevard's always backed up. Here we are, my one day a week at the famous A1 Blueprint Company, the old cotton mill off in the distance. People out here trying to get to work, blowing horns. Come on, let's go in here and we've got a few orders in here for people to come and pick up. Let's find my old worn out chair back here and sit down and read this morning post and get this day going. My hair looks a little crazy this morning. I put some gel on it. Don't pay no attention to it, y'all. It'll be all right. It'll work itself through. The morning post this morning. Ava and a couple of co-workers are heading on a road trip to Nashville this morning. Boom Boom was blocking the door this morning with my guitar. I said, Boom Boom, I didn't even know you could play a guitar. He said, there's a lot of things about me you don't know, Eddie. He's a rough little fella. I said, where do you think you're going? He said, to Nashville. I've always wanted to sing on the Grand Ole Opry. I said, Boom Boom, it ain't that easy. Plus, you're a Baptist. It's a sin to sing about drinking and love making and cheating and one-night stands. Almost everybody in my family thought they could sing and pick a guitar. And they could. Just about everybody could. Even my Aunt Corrine, Betty Carter, cousins Elaine and Patricia. Just, they all, they could sing. Anyhow. A couple of cousins used to be on the Ernest Tubb record show after the Opry on Friday nights. I would always scan for the old WSM radio out of Nashville station, and he'd fade in and out to listen to my cousins David and Paul as they would sing. On the program would be other better-known singers with them. One time at a huge WPLO radio contest, WPLO back in the day was the big AM country station in Atlanta, AM country station, so this was going back in the 70s. One time at a huge WPLO radio contest in the parking lot of South DeKalb Mall, where there had to be over 10,000 people had gathered, they took the stage. I was somewhere in the crowd, hooping and hollering for my cousins, Paul and David, Danny and Sonny. When they took the stage, my Uncle Aaron was on the stage with them playing harmonica. He was one of the best harmonica players around. He was always there with them, playing music. Their harmonies were amazing. There's something about families that sing together that have just a special harmony to them. As the people went wild clapping, of course, there was some in the family back then who said they had backslid and turned their back on God for singing the devil's music. I never knew anybody that loved the Lord as much as my cousin David. Even from a young boy up until the day he died, he walked a holy life with Christ. But he loved writing songs, making records, and singing. I could tell he wrestled with what others would say about him singing country music. I preached his funeral when he passed. I look forward to having a good week this week. Yesterday was a fun day. From being at Metron to heading over to the Atlanta Film Festival as Ava had her an afternoon of being in her element. It was fun. It's funny. At those events, everybody is nice to me because I am Ava's other half. I can't eat the same way I did in my younger days. I had a plate of pork, barbecue pork at Sweet Auburn Barbecue right across the parking lot from the theater where the event was at, as they making noise across the street and interrupting my video. I just, like an old soldier for Christ, I just carry on, y'all. I can't eat the same way I did in my younger days. I had a plate of pork at Sweet Auburn Barbecue after the event. I paid for it later. My stomach is a lot more sensitive these days. I have to watch what I eat. Good Lord, but a plate of barbecue? Come on, y'all. Good Lord, it's so good. I am going to fast next Monday on May the 12th. I invite you to join me for that day. There don't need to be no testimonies about what God has done, if miracles happen because of it, or no forewarning that you're going to go along and do it too. But it could be good for you just to take a day to fast. So next Monday, I'm going to do that. I still believe that there can be spiritual and physical things. Oops. Hey, y'all, I got interrupted by a customer. It was 7:30 when 8 o'clock when I stopped, and it's 11 o'clock now. I've had customer after customer. At one time, 5 customers in here, working by myself today. But anyhow, to continue on, I'm going to fast next Monday to start the week off. I still believe there can be spiritual and physical things about fasting that are good for us. Running mostly now, myself and what I listen to and what I'm attracted to now, is mostly what's considered New Age thinking, the awakening of people. The King James Version of God somehow became outdated to me over my life. You don't really, what I have noticed among the New Age preachers, teachers, thought provokers, you don't really hear them ever really talk about the benefits of fasting. And customer, y'all. Got interrupted again, but the devil's a lie, y'all. But anyway, our relationship with food, let me move on past the fasting part. Our relationship with food drives just about everything about us. We are what we eat. Our health greatly depends on our being able to bring our body under subjection of what we eat. And I struggle with that sometimes. I could eat a whole dozen of hot Krispy Kreme donuts. I know it's not good for you. The key is not to fall into a pattern where you can't, like you fell into a hole you can't get out of. I know I'm rambling a lot today and all, but y'all need to hear this. All right? Basically what I'm saying is I need to hear this, and if y'all get something out of it, good for you. Fasting is a way to put our body in timeout and just take control. It is also a deeply spiritual thing from ancient days. Jesus fasted for 40 days. Moses fasted for 40 days. How is that even possible? It's not fun to fast. The last fast I did 3 days with only water. By the time I went to bed that third day, I was like, it doesn't feel very spiritual in the moment when you're doing it. In the days afterward, in the weeks afterward, you're like, ooh, man, I feel something powerful. There's something to it, y'all. So next Monday, May the 12th, I'm going to fast that day. Ava may fast with me. Maybe Boom Boom won't do it. You could do it. You know, I have this saying, it wouldn't kill you. It won't kill you. Probably be good for you. It's a way to take control. It is not fun, but it can be spiritually awakening to do it. Sometimes our little inner man, our spirit, our godly man, needs a little joke, a little kick in the butt. Even if you don't know that your spirit needs awakening. All right, y'all. Gone are the days of trying to do it to get closer to God. That's when we used to do it, like, "Whoa, Lord, I want you to use me." But if I did one thing that I wanted to seem to jolt my energy, fasting, maybe a way to break through, maybe a way to get an answer, maybe a way to make a decision, maybe a way to, maybe a way. I am glad that all of that pork from yesterday has now descended out of my body. The devil came in, the devil went out. Y'all do know I don't believe in no devil. There is no Satan. You're looking at him, I'm looking at him. When we are that. So anyway, I wouldn't mind God using me to speak a word to someone who may wander through the doors today.